What's going on, everybody? EJ here. Welcome to another video. In this video we are going to make my infamous Shea Body Butter. I am making another batch. This is actually going to be for my family. I am finishing up these products because I have a shipment coming in with some new versions of these ingredients that I'm going to make for my launch of my body and home company, Re-Ease. So but the techniques and the measurements and all that stuff is still going to be the same. So I'm going to show you how I do it. This is a very easy, very natural, very moisturizing body butter. I started making this body butter for my youngest son who has so many skin issues, and it really does well on his skin. I also gave it to my father and my mother, who my father had some procedures and things like that, and he said that he's been using it for a while and it's been fading his scars from like his surgeries and stuff like that too. So I am making no claims, okay? I am making no medical claims. I'm just telling you what other people have said. I also had a review come in from somebody who bought some from the soft launch of my company, and they said that she said her son has super dry skin and nothing has really kept it moisturized, but she has sent him to school, you know, lathered up in the body butter, and he came back from school not as ashy as he was. So this is I moisturize with this every single day. I moisturize my kids with it, my family uses it, so it's really easy. So I'm gonna show you how I make it. So first, the ingredients. It's very simple. You need shea butter and you need some oils. So we're going to start with shea butter. So this shea butter is actually melting a little bit, so that's why you see this. But this is African shea butter. It is unrefined, and that's why it is yellow, okay? So it is yellow because it's unrefined. Refined shea butter is white. To my knowledge, and from the things that I researched when I started making this body butter, is that, you know, unrefined is better. The more times it's not manipulated, the more nutrients and everything and properties that are kept in it, and that goes with anything. So you can use refined if you want, which is the white shea butter, but I'm not. Also, this is African shea butter. It's just my preference. Yeah. Just my preference. And then you are going to need some oils. You do not need as many oils as I use. I actually use up to 4. I'm using 3 today because I'm trying to get rid of these because, like I said, I have new products coming in the mail this week and next week, so I'm trying to get rid of these. So I have 3. I have avocado oil, almond oil, and grapeseed oil, and I also use jojoba oil in the versions that I sell. I use jojoba oil also. So, but in this one I'm using avocado oil, almond oil, and grapeseed oil. This is, I'm unsure how much this is. I will look and have it in the description bar. I bought this so many times I don't even remember. Oh, let me get my scale. So this is about 30 ounces or 1.9 pounds is what mine is. So yeah. So that is just so that you know how much shea butter it is. So we're gonna say 2 pounds of body butter, and we're going to start with 3 cups of oil. I usually use between 3 and 4 cups of oil, and because I like to get it a smooth consistency, but also not whipped, because one, I find that with my skin, my son's skin, that the whipped, our skin doesn't stay moisturized as often. So mine is not. I am going to whip it. That's why my mixer is here, but it's not whipped. It is a little bit more solid. Okay, you'll see what I mean. Okay, so that's pretty much it. You just need shea butter and oil. As far as the tools you'll need, you need a measuring cup. This is a 1.5 cup. I meant to grab my 2 cup, but whatever. A spatula, because when you're getting it out. You need a bowl, which my bowl is right here. And I'm using my stand mixer. This is actually the first time I'm using this. I'm very excited because all those batches of shea butter I made before, I was hand mixing them. And so you need something to mix it with, whether it's a stand mixer or a hand mixer. Hand mixer does just fine, okay? So first step is that we are going to get this shea butter and these oils into here, okay? This needs to be melted, so I'm gonna go melt this real quick. Then I'm gonna put it in here, and then I'll come back to put the oils in. So I'll be back. Okay, so our shea butter is mostly melted. There is still some clumps in here. Whoops, daisy. There are still some, a big chunk in here, but it's fine. I want to go ahead and get the oils in. So I have my 1.5 measuring cup. I'm gonna put the rest of the avocado oil in this one. The only reason why I'm measuring out the last bit of the avocado and the almond is because like I said, start with 3 cups of oil. Oh, that almost, which is one of these, because 1.5 plus 1.5 is 3. And I just want to make sure. Again, remember that 3 cups of oil for this much shea butter, okay? So please do your maths. Please do your maths, okay? Please do your maths, all right? Don't, if you have too much oil, I don't like my body butter too oily. If you have too, and actually, you know what? Let's start with 2. I don't like it too oily. And so if you, the reason why I do it this way before the shea butter gets all the way melted is because as it's mixing in the mixer or as you're hand mixing it, you can add more oils and you can control how fluffy it is, and you can make it as fluffy as you want it to be. So that's why I do it that way. Okay, so we have about 2 cups of oil, and we did have the rest of the avocado, almond, and a little bit of grapeseed. Normally, I will say this, normally I do mix all the oils with precise measurements in a container itself and then just pour it. But again, this batch is for my family, and I'm just trying to use up the last bit of this version of the material before the new materials get here. So now we are going to melt the rest of this down and get it so it's completely liquefied. I'll be right back. All right, so we are pretty much all the way melted. There are a couple bits in here, so I'm just stirring it around with the spatula to get those melted. And I have found there are ways, and I've seen some people, you know, get it to where it's just super soft and they mix it that way. I just like how incorporated my oils get when the shea butter is completely liquefied, and it just incorporates better to me. I don't know, don't check me. It might have no scientific significance, but it just seems like, to me, it is more incorporated. All right, so that is pretty good. So now we are gonna pop this in the freezer. I like to let it solidify because it helps first, because it helps in the whipping process. You can whip it until it gets cold because the whipping just allows like the room temperature air to come in and cool it down, and that's how it solidifies. But I pop it in the freezer, and I almost just spilled it all. I am going to pop it in the freezer so that it cools down probably for about 15-20 minutes. And there should be a nice, like maybe the outside is kind of, the inside still might be liquidy, so I'm going to check on it. I want it to be kind of solid, but not really. I find that around the 15-20 minute mark, I start checking on it. If it's not quite where I want it to be personally, I check on it in 5-minute increments because it does go downhill pretty fast. And if it gets too hard, then you gotta wait for it to soften up, and it's just a lot. So I'm gonna pop this in the freezer and set my timer for, let's do 15 minutes. Let's do 15 minutes. While we are waiting for that, I want to show you my stand mixer that came today. It is the Cookly let me find the paper so I don't mess this up. Okay, it is the Cook Lee stand mixer, and I did get it off of Amazon because I wanted a stand mixer. I knew that production was gonna ramp up, and it's just, I like hand mixing. It just takes a lot. And so it was fine for like the soft launch because I didn't make that much, right? And it's okay for me, this is me personally, to hand mix when I'm making it for my family because it's not that much. But I wanted a stand mixer because then I can definitely multitask because I am a one-woman show here. So it's like while the body butter is whipping, I can go make some sugar scrub or something to that effect. So I want a stand mixer. Let me get my phone so I can find out what the price is. I should have did that before, but whatever. Okay, so this is the Cook Lee stand mixer, 9.5 quart, 660 watt, 10 speed electric kitchen mixer with dishwasher safe dough hooks, flat beaters, and wire whip, and pouring shield attachments for most home cooks, or for me, body butter sugar scrub makers. So I did get this because it, okay, I guess we're not moving it. That is actually one reason why I got this, because my grandma was a huge baker and a cooker. My mom cooked all the time, and so I always saw them, or even when I was in the kitchen helping them, seeing their stand mixers be moving, right? And so I wanted the suction cups, so obviously the suction cups work well, so we're just gonna leave it how it is, okay? So I do have the wire on here right now because that's what I'm going to use, but these are the other two hooks that it comes with. So this is the dough hook, and this is, what do they call this one? A flat beater. This actually may be good for the sugar scrubs. I'll do a video when I try that with this. Maybe. Man, I'll try it. This will probably be good for the sugar scrubs, or this actually might be good for the sugar scrub because this is less intrusive. Yeah, we might get some good use out of all. We might. At first I was thinking I wasn't going to use these. We might get some use out of these. So the price, this was $169.99. The black one actually is $145. The pink one is $124. Red is $145. Silver is $124. $169. They just had to not be in stock when I ordered it. So I paid more, but it's fine, whatever. It does have the knob. It does have the knob for the speed right here, and then this little lever makes it go up, and then it clicks back into place. And I do love that it has a cover for this. Love that. And then you can add your ingredients here. So we're gonna try that today. When I add the additional oil, we're gonna add it into the little space. The space that it gives you. So I'm really excited about that. I did see that it does light up. All right. So it is not quiet. That's okay. We are probably going to keep it on the first one for a bit. But I'm actually going to go ahead and unplug this. I just don't like manipulating machinery equipment when it's plugged in. So yeah, so we'll leave that up because once we pull the shea butter out the freezer, we're going to spatula it into this. We're gonna let it go a little bit, add the oils, and then we'll pretty much be all the way done. So we're just gonna wait. Let me see my timer. I have about 9 more minutes till my first check, so I'll come back when it's time for the first check. All right, people, we're back. It has been 15 minutes in the freezer, and I'm pretty sure you can see it is not green. It's just the bowl is blue, okay? But you can see how it's sticking to there, but it's still very, very liquidy. But it's sticking is a good sign. It's getting there. So we're gonna put it in. Let's do like another 6 minutes. Let's do another 6 minutes. Okay. So I did an additional 6 minutes to the 6 minutes. So it's been 12 minutes. So let's pull it out. pull it out. All right, it is now sticking pretty well to here. I don't know if I can, I don't want it to spill, but it is adhering to the side of it, and then inside it is kind of cloudy. So we're good to go. That's right. I almost tried to move my mixer again, knowing that it worked last time, so it's fine. We're gonna pour this into here. And okay, so now you can see a little bit more what I was talking about, how it's adhering and layering up on the side. So we're just gonna scoop that out because we want all of the good stuff. So after I get all that's in here, I'm gonna put it under and let it whip. Now, for how long? I don't know, because like I mentioned to you all, this is the first time I'm using this for this. So, locked in there. Yeah. Right. I just took this off just to get it on there easier. All right. Probably should have topped before I started that. So we're just gonna let it go. I'm gonna, let's see, what time is it right now? It is 10:50 a.m. It is 10:50 a.m. So I'm just gonna let this run. I'm gonna check on it in 10 minutes and see how it's going. I won't check in with you guys. I'll check in with you guys when it gets to the point where, oh, I forgot to put my thing on. I forgot to put my cover on. Ah, it's too late. I don't want to. It's fine. I forgot to put the cover on, but it's okay. It'll be fine. I will check in with you all when it is at a consistency that I think I want to add some more oil. So, and when I come back, I'll let you know how long it had been. Deal? Deal. All right. So it's looking pretty okay. It is glooping up pretty good on the whisk, but we're gonna put it down and whisk some more. That is actually a pretty good consistency. So as you saw, it's a very smooth consistency. It is not too runny. It is kind of gloopy, and yeah, so it's actually pretty okay. It actually is a little bit more runny than I like it to be, like a little bit too soft, but it's not horrible, right? So I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do. I'm not sure if it's because this was running on the lowest setting, okay, for literally 40 minutes. So I don't know if it was that whole like low and slow type thing, like when you're cooking beef and stuff. It's not bad though. It's not bad. So I think I'm actually gonna leave it. I was contemplating if I was going to, because I have a little bit left of this brand of Shea Butter that I wanted to use. I paused because I was contemplating if I was gonna go melt that and do whatever. This is fine. It is for, I need some more, my oldest son needs some more, and my dad needs some more. This is for us. So I'll just take that into consideration, that maybe I will start with, because remember I put 2 cups of oil in here, 2 pounds of Shea Butter, 2 cups of oil. And the other thing is that when I was hand mixing it, I was hand mixing it at like its second to highest setting, I believe. So I think I would start at like 5 and then go up to 7. So it was like going pretty fast. I kept this on the lowest setting. So I think that low and slow has something to do with it. However, it is super creamy. It is super creamy. It is much creamier than I have ever gotten any of my batches with my hand mixer. So I'm happy about that. So I'll just take that into consideration. Maybe just add a cup and a half at the beginning and then just let it go. And it was going for about 40 minutes, which is fine because I was doing other stuff. So yeah. So at this point, I have my containers over there. I just have some mason jars. That's what I use for ours, my family's stuff. And so we're gonna get this into the mason jars. Okay, so let's get that's the other thing. I'm gonna have to learn how to get product off of that. That's okay. We're gonna just stick that under there. So all I'm gonna do is just do this. Get it in here. These are 12-ounce mason jars. I am doing, no, I'm sorry, that's a lie, 20-ounce mason jars. For the official launch of the store, I'm doing 8 ounces and 16 ounces. Because when I did the soft launch, I did 20 ounces. Because that was just the size I was making for my family. Because I actually get these mason jars at my grocery store. So I did 20 ounces. The smallest one was 4. And then I think it was like 8, I think. Or 12, one of the two. And I just noticed that just from the different people ordering, I had about 25 orders in the soft launch. So I figured for the official launch, and there goes my air conditioning. For the official launch, I would do 12 and, oh no, was it 16 and 8? I think 16 and 8 and go from there. So it is in here. I was just, you know, doing this to get it down in there. And yeah, so that is it. So that's gonna be it. I'm not gonna drag y'all through me filling up the other jars for the rest of my family, but if you enjoyed, I appreciate you watching so much. Please give this video a thumbs up. I have so many more videos coming to you. We're making soaps and candles, wax melts, all that different type of stuff. So again, if you want to know the brand name of these items, this shea butter, these oils that I use, I did get them off Amazon. I will try to find a comparable 20-ounce mason jar link in Amazon also, but I'll link all those down below. Don't forget, please sign up for notifications at my store if you want to be notified for when we release and to get discounts, because that's the only way to get discounts. So until then, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.